Shut it down, good luck. Baby got him up and all over town. Stupid bitch, don't play around. Cover much ground, got a game by the pound. Getting paid is a forte. Each and every day you play away. Can't get you out of my mind. I think about you all of the time.
I got my Elsa hair today, Harley Davidson shirt. It's like Disney meets Sons of Anarchy. Today's edition for Makeup for Dummies, I'm going to address foundation. So the first thing I want to mention is I was very resistant to change when it came to foundation. I used to think if I had a good enough moisturizer and I just put that on and then foundation on top, that should do it and my foundation should be flawless and perfect all day. That's a really wrong way of thinking. And it took me a long time to change my way of thinking because I didn't want to buy primers. I thought, what's this primer and why am I spending so much money on it? Is it really going to make a difference? I kind of felt like it was just a means to get you to buy more products. And when I finally decided to give it a shot, it really changed the way my makeup looked. It changed the way my makeup lasts, and it changed the way the foundation sits on the skin. So one big component I want you to take away from this is that your foundation is as good as its primer. And if you can, I highly encourage looking at higher branded foundations. If not, it's okay. It doesn't mean that you're gonna look bad. My skin is different from your skin, and what works for me may not work for you. I climbed the ladder, you know, I was like, I did drugstore foundation, and then I went to MAC, and then I went to Sephora, and then I finally went to like Nordstrom's and bought YSL, and it's like the most amazing foundation ever. But it took me years to make that climb because I didn't want to spend that kind of money. It's okay, like you can still get great coverage from any brand. You just gotta like be able to test out the products and see what works best for you. But first and foremost, always wash your face, put moisturizer, I already did that. First, nice layer of primer, then your foundation, and if you need setting powder, depending on the foundation that you're using, if you have oily skin, setting powder is actually a better option, or just powdered foundation. I have pretty like normal skin. I don't have too dry, too oily, so I just use liquid foundation, like oil-free liquid foundation. That's kind of my go-to. I also like a dewy look, so I don't really like powder per se, and I usually don't use setting powder because I feel like it sits too much in my pores and it doesn't really look good on me. But some people, a lot of people use it and a lot of people really like it. So that's a personal preference. But I think the most important takeaway here is to use primer, face primer, underneath your foundation, and you can use a little bit of a bronzer to warm up the face. You could use concealer to cover, you know, like if you have like acne or if you have dark circles under your eyes, which I have dark circles under my eyes all the time. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm just covering the basics. I'm gonna do a contour video separately. If that's something that you're also interested in, just stay tuned and I'll do that very soon. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them down below. I will put all the product names down in the description box as well. Yeah, and that's it. Thank you for watching, and please give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks you guys, and have a great day. Mwah.
These are the tools that I'm going to be using: a buffer brush, a fluffy powder brush, and a beauty blender. Baby Skin from Maybelline is a great primer, especially for first-time users, and it's not very expensive. Squeezed way too much out of that bottle. Now I'm using MAC's Matchmaster, which is full coverage. The Matchmaster is supposed to help match the right color to your skin. This is pretty close to me, but you know, throughout the year your skin color changes. It's always smart to have different shades of foundation. Now I'm using my beauty blender and I'm just dabbing all around, picking up any excess foundation and smoothing out the texture. Next I'm taking my Chocolate Soliel by Too Faced bronzer, which smells divine, and I'm framing my face with the big fluffy brush. I'm placing the bronzer around my face and on my neck to just really warm up my skin. It's not really for contouring, it's just to give me some depth. Now, in order to cover up my terrible dark circles, I'm using Studio Finish Concealer from MAC. And I'm going to use my ring finger to just kind of dab that underneath my eyes. I'm going to use the other end of my beauty blender to smooth that out as well. And I'm going to put some of it on my chin, my cupid's bow, and the tip of my nose, just to bring some highlight to those areas. And I'm taking this pretty iridescent color from this Too Faced palette that I just recently got, and I'm just adding some more shine to those highlighted areas as well as the top of my cheekbones. And that's about it. And this is the finished look. And strike a pose. And maybe a hair moustache. Thanks, you guys.